What if I told you there's a secret switch you can flip every morning? One that costs nothing, takes less than 3 minutes, and has the power to forge a stronger immune system, give you limitless energy, and build unbreakable mental resilience. For the next 20 minutes, we're going deep on one of the most potent health practices known to man, a practice that's been ignored and misunderstood for far too long. Forget what you think you know. This is the truth about the shocking power of cold water. Let's be honest. For many of us, the default state of modern life is tired. We're in a constant battle against a villain with many faces. First, there's the energy crisis. You wake up and you're already behind. The alarm clock feels like an enemy, and you need a cup of coffee just to feel human. This isn't just about being a little sleepy. It's a deep, chronic fatigue. It's the brain fog that clouds your thinking and the afternoon slump that kills your productivity. We're living in a state of depleted energy, constantly searching for our next artificial boost. Next, we have the fragile immune system. It seems like we're always one step away from catching the next thing that's going around. A change in the weather, a stressful week at work, or exposure to someone who is sick, and suddenly you're down for the count. We've come to accept getting sick a few times a year as normal. Our immune system is like an army that has never been drilled. It's unprepared for a real fight because it has been kept too comfortable, too sheltered. Then there's the circulation slump. We spend hours sitting, at a desk, in a car, on the sofa. This sedentary life slows everything down, especially our blood flow. This can manifest as cold hands and feet, a feeling of sluggishness, and even varicose veins. Think of your circulatory system as a highway for delivering oxygen and nutrients to every cell in your body. When that highway is congested, every part of your body suffers. It can't get what it needs to function optimally. And finally, there's the mental overload. We live in a state of constant, low-grade stress. Our nervous systems are perpetually stuck in fight or flight mode. This shows up as anxiety, irritability, and a feeling of being constantly overwhelmed. We feel a persistent sense of unease that we can't quite shake, no matter how much we try to relax. Our minds are racing, even when our bodies are still. Faced with this exhaustion and fragility, we reach for solutions, but often the things we do to feel better are the very things keeping us stuck. Let's expose the 3 biggest mistakes. First, the caffeine crutch. This is the most common trap. We feel tired, so we drink coffee. We need a lift, so we grab an energy drink. It provides a temporary jolt, a brief illusion of energy. But you're not creating energy. You're borrowing it from your future self, with crushing interest rates. Caffeine blocks the receptors in your brain that signal fatigue, but it doesn't solve the underlying reason you're tired. Worse, that afternoon coffee can disrupt your sleep, ensuring you wake up even more tired the next day, needing an even bigger dose of caffeine. It's a vicious cycle that drains your reserves and never addresses the root cause. Mistake number 2 is the supplement overload. We walk into a health store and are bombarded with promises in a bottle. Boost your immunity, increase your energy. So we buy them. We take a handful of pills every morning hoping for a miracle. And while some supplements have their place, we are often just treating symptoms. We're taking a passive approach to an active problem. You cannot supplement your way to a strong immune system any more than you can swallow a pill to build muscle without ever going to the gym. We are looking for an external fix for an internal system that is simply untrained. And the third, most insidious mistake is the comfort trap. Our modern world is designed for maximum comfort. Climate-controlled homes, heated car seats, warm, cozy showers. We have systematically eliminated almost every form of physical discomfort from our lives. We believe that by protecting our bodies from any and all stress, we are making them healthier. But the opposite is true. By avoiding all small, manageable stressors, we make our bodies weaker and less resilient. A body that is never challenged becomes fragile. A system that is never tested fails when a real test arrives. This is the point where everything changes. This is the shift in perspective that unlocks a new level of health. The secret to building a vibrant, resilient, and energetic body is not to constantly shield it from stress. It's to intentionally introduce small, controlled doses of stress to force it to become stronger. This biological principle is called hormesis. Just like lifting weights creates microscopic tears in your muscles so they can rebuild stronger, exposing your body to a manageable challenge like cold triggers a cascade of powerful, positive adaptations. We have to stop coddling our bodies and start training them. And the simplest, most accessible training tool on earth is right there in your bathroom. The hero of our story is the daily cold shower. It sounds simple, even intimidating, but the science behind its transformative power is profound. Let's break down exactly how it works. First, it's a workout for your circulatory system. When the cold water hits your skin, your body has an immediate reaction. Thousands of tiny blood vessels near the surface, your capillaries, constrict in a process called vasoconstriction. This forces your blood to rush inward to your vital organs to keep them warm. Then, when you step out and warm up, the opposite happens. Vasodilation. The vessels open up and fresh, oxygen-rich blood is pumped back out to your skin and extremities. This process of constricting and dilating is like push-ups for your blood vessels, dramatically improving your circulation over time. Second, it triggers a massive hormonal shift for energy and mood. That initial shock of cold water sends a jolt of electrical impulses from your nerve endings straight to your brain. This triggers a significant release of norepinephrine, a hormone and neurotransmitter responsible for vigilance, focus, attention, and mood. Some studies have shown that cold water immersion can increase norepinephrine levels by 200 to 300%. This provides a clean, natural, and sustained energy boost without the crash you get from caffeine. It also triggers the release of endorphins, sometimes called feel-good hormones, which can have an antidepressant effect. Finally, it helps rewire your metabolism. Exposure to cold can activate what's known as brown adipose tissue, or brown fat. Unlike regular white fat, which stores calories, brown fat is metabolically active. Its job is to burn calories to generate heat and keep your body warm. Regular cold exposure can encourage the body to create more of this metabolically active brown fat, effectively turning your body into a more efficient fat-burning machine. So how do you actually do this without it being a miserable experience? Here is the ideal technique, step by step. The key is to start slow and be consistent. Do not just jump into a freezing shower on day one. The best method for beginners is the finisher. Have your normal warm shower. Do everything you normally do. Then, for the last 30 seconds, take a deep breath and turn the handle all the way to cold. The first 10 seconds are the hardest. Your instinct will be to gasp and tense up. You must fight this. Focus on one thing: long, slow exhales. Controlling your breath tells your nervous system that you are in control, not in danger. After 30 seconds, turn the water off. Your goal is to gradually increase that time. The next week, try for 45 seconds. The week after, a full minute. The target is to comfortably handle 2 to 3 minutes of cold at the end of your shower. Now for the common mistakes to avoid. First, holding your breath. This creates a panic response. You must breathe through the cold. Slow, controlled exhales are the secret. Second, going too hard, too fast. Don't make it an act of torture. The water should be uncomfortably cold, but not painfully so. Listen to your body. And third, being inconsistent. Doing this once a week is a shock to the system. Doing it every day is training. Consistency is what creates the adaptation and unlocks the long-term benefits. This practice alone is powerful, but to turn it into a truly life-changing system, we can add 3 supporting elements that will amplify the effects. Supporting element 1, the breathwork primer. Before you even turn on the water, spend just 1 minute on controlled breathing. A simple and effective technique is box breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, and hold for 4 seconds. Repeat this for 60 seconds. This calms your nervous system before you introduce the stressor, making the transition to cold water much smoother and training your mind to stay calm under pressure. Supporting element 2, the natural warm-up. After you turn off the cold water, resist the urge to immediately wrap yourself in a towel. Stand in the shower for 30 to 60 seconds and let your body warm itself up from the inside out. You can do some light air squats or just shake your arms and legs. This teaches your body to generate its own heat, further enhancing the metabolic benefits of brown fat activation. Supporting element 3, the consistency calendar. This sounds simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Put a calendar on your bathroom wall. Every single day you complete your cold shower, you get to draw a big X on that day. This creates a visual record of your success. Your only job is to not break the chain. Seeing that chain of success grow day after day provides powerful motivation and turns a difficult task into an empowering habit. So let's look back at this journey. We began by identifying the true villain, a modern life of comfort that leaves us feeling tired, weak, and susceptible to illness. We exposed the flawed strategies of using caffeine, supplements, and avoiding all discomfort, which only deepen the problem. Our breakthrough moment was understanding that the key to resilience is not avoiding stress, but embracing it in small, controlled doses. We introduced our hero, the simple, powerful, daily cold shower. We broke down the science of how it rebuilds your circulation, rebalances your hormones for energy and mood, and rewires your metabolism. And we fortified it with a complete system of breathwork before, a natural warm-up after, and a calendar to ensure consistency. You now have the blueprint to build a more robust, energetic, and resilient version of yourself. The information is no longer the problem. The only thing left is action. So here is my challenge to you. I'm not asking for a lifetime commitment. I'm asking for 30 seconds. Tomorrow morning, at the very end of your normal shower, I challenge you to turn the handle to cold for just 30 seconds. Breathe through it, and feel the incredible rush of energy and accomplishment that follows. If you are accepting this challenge, I want you to go to the comments right now and write, "I'm in." Let's create a community of people who are no longer willing to settle for feeling tired and weak. If this video has been valuable to you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into building a stronger, healthier life. Thank you for watching. Now go turn down the temperature.